Good morning. I thought I would start the day. Sat outside and show you my knitting. Oh, I thought that might be too good to be true. That I would get to talk to you without Jeff on my knee. You can't stay there. I need to show something. Come on then, we'll have a cuddle. Good morning. It's Wednesday and it's about 9:15. We're just kind of getting started really. I've had my walk. I didn't take you this morning because it was really just the same as yesterday. We went round a couple of the lakes. We startled the heron. Well done, Jeff. We saw ducks with their ducklings, and the little moorhens have got their babies out too, which really cute. Really cute. They're still at the really cute little fluffy stage, and it looks like it's going to be another glorious morning. It's lovely. So I've done a little bit of knitting this morning. Not a lot, but I had quite lofty ambitions that I would finish a project, and it's taken me longer than I thought. You're gonna have to go down, chick. Come on, go on down. It's a good boy. So let's show you what I've been up to. I've been knitting this morning on my Skrabucket. Do you remember I showed you this a little while ago? Well, I'm on the final decreases now, and I really hoped to have finished it this morning, but alas, it's not to be. Here she is. Ooh, isn't she glorious? So the Skrabucket, I can't remember who it's by. I'll write it on the screen. You start at this end with a little pinwheel cast on. I did it magic loop to start with, and then there was a little hole, but you sew that up afterwards. And for the base of my bucket I used all scraps, and just sort of, you know, just when I got fed up of a colour I added a new one in. And then I went on to self-striping scraps, and that's actually what I've used throughout. As we've been dyeing self-striping yarn, there's always about 15-20 grams left, and I call that my little chef's treat, and so far I've been keeping them all. They'll get a point where I've got them all, and you know, we'll start putting them into scrap bags and things then for the shop, but for now they're my little treat. And yeah, you knit to a certain length, then you make these welts which become the loop for the drawstring, and then you knit to a certain length, do a little purl bump row, and then do the decreases, and then the bag folds within itself, and it's completely reversible. So I'm going to have this as my outside and this will be my inside, but I'll show it the other way round for now, just to show you, you know, just so you can gauge what the bag's going to look like. It's really cute. I've made this for Meg for Christmas, and I'm going to stuff it full of, well, I'm saying I've made it for Meg for Christmas. That was my intention. However, I really do want to keep it. And what I thought is, oh, my needles are sticking out, look. What I thought was, I will keep all my little chef's treats within here, and then I can make myself stripy, scrappy self-striping socks and a scarf or whatever, you know. It's cute, isn't it? I think I will make this for Meg, or I'll make her another one. I might keep this one and make one for Meg all in blues, which is her colours, and then put her some little chef's treats in, as well as some energy balls and things like that as a advent gift. Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. I would recommend the pattern. It's great. I made slight modification in that I knit the base in. The body of the pattern is a 4mm needle, and I knit the base in 3.75 just to give it that tighter bit of gauge. It's 4-ply held double, so you could of course use a DK, but it is written to be sort of a mild effect. You don't have to weave your ends in because they're all contained within the body of the bucket, so just the pattern instructs you how to sort of knit them in as you go along. So yeah, I'm really pleased, but yeah, I really hope to have finished it today, but I haven't, and I have messed it up. I've ended up doing on one of the halves, I think I was on a decrease row and I've done a knit row, so one half of my needles had more stitches than the other. I've just fudged it. I've just done an extra decrease on the knit row, and see, that's how it looks properly. And this is the row I've messed up. I mean, it's not as neat. It's fine. It's going to be inside the bag. It's not a biggie. I'm certainly not ripping it out. But I did put myself a locking stitch marker then, just to denote which was the beginning of my round. Because of course I would ordinarily look for the tail at the bottom, and I know when the tail is on my right hand side, then I'm at the beginning of a full round, if you will. But of course there's no tail because I've woven it in. So yeah, so that is my Skrabucket. I'm enjoying that immensely. Oh, the other yarn I've held with my stripes is a skein of Herkle Durkle. I didn't want to use an undyed because I didn't want to bleach out the colours of the you know what I mean, of the self-striping. But Herkle Durkle's such a gentle, unassuming colour. In the nicest way, I don't mean that in a derogatory way. It's just a really gentle pinky beige tan with some tiny speckles, so you don't know it's there in a project like this, but it's not that stark white colour. I can't put this on the table yet because I haven't cleaned the table yet. Just put it down there. The other project I finished while we've been here, I didn't knit at all yesterday. You know, I think you might have seen the vlog yesterday. You can tell now why through these summer months I don't have hours upon hours to churn out lots of knitting. It is just grabbing 5 minutes, 10 minutes here and there. I finished my latest pair of Secret Santa Sock Club socks for Nick. So if I don't know why you wouldn't have received yours. We've just had a couple of orders come in overnight actually, so they obviously haven't received theirs. So if you don't want to see, look away now because I am going to show them. Ta-da! This colourway was By the Light of the Silvery Moon, and it's inspired by the film, the Doris Day film, By the Light, not the dark, but the light of the silvery moon. Enough, I know. Love that film. And the scene at the end where they're ice skating and it's night, and that she's got her hands in one of those furry muff things, and they're all cuddled up cozy ice skating on the frozen lake. This is what this was inspired by. Of course you could interpret it differently, but that was my inspiration. For this one we just put an undyed mini with it. I just thought that was the perfect contrast, and it sort of kept in theme with the, that could be the moon almost, couldn't it? You know, that really bright white moon. I wanted to give this pair a bit of a sporty feel, so during my 2x2 cuff I did 5 rose blue, 5 white, blue, white, and then out of the 20 grams I had enough then to do the heels and the toes, and there's still a bit left actually, still got a bit left. So that is those pair, they're finished. Ordinarily at this point I would be starting the next one, but we actually haven't dyed the next one yet. It goes on sale this Sunday. I mean, it's a pre-order, so it doesn't matter that I haven't dyed it, but we've normally done it sort of the week before and I start knitting, but yeah, we haven't this time, so I'll be knitting it along with you. Thankfully we've got a bit of a week off coming up, so I should be able to catch up. My Scrappy Santa Sock Club socks I'm a touch behind with, but when I say that we're talking 10 rows of knitting, so it's not a biggie. So each month I have been adding in the stripe, just doing a 10 row stripe of all the colours. So I've got the first 4 months there, and I just need to add in my blue. This sock I haven't done the green yet, so I've got 10 rows of the green to do, and then I'll add in my blues, my silvery moon, and that'll be those on their way. So what are we up to then? 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70 rows. So I could just about get away with going into the heel flap there for Nick then. He does like a longer leg sock. I normally do 70 rows and the cuff. Do I? No, 60 in the cuff, so 80 rows total. So yeah, I'll wait till next month's is in as well and then go into the heel. Oh, that'll work out well, won't it? That means half the year, so 6 months will be in the leg, and then I'll do a contrast. I'll probably do the red again for the heel and the toe, and then the rest of the month, the rest of the club will be in the foot. That works out well. So that's it, it's coming along. I've said this before, I think, in fact I say it every month. It's a really, really good way, if you're doing a yarn club, anybody's yarn club, of squeaking out sort of a bonus project, a bonus pair of socks by the end of it. I've really enjoyed doing that. Something else I'm hoping to make tonight, but it really does depend what time we get back from the allotment, because we are going again tonight, but I think we are just watering tonight. Now, we say this every time, we say we won't be long, we'll just go for a few minutes, just water, which is about an hour to be fair. But last night we were there for 2 and a bit hours and it always happens. We just feel so energized when we're there, even if we go and we're absolutely knackered. But when we get there, we're just so relaxed and so happy and busy in our space. But it just, I don't know, it just gives you some oomph, so we love it. But yeah, I'm hoping not to finish so late tonight. And I want to make a I don't know if you would call it a caftan. My lovely friend Holly came to see us at the shop a couple of weeks ago, and as she walked in, she had on, I don't even know what she had on, her bottom half, leggings or jogger jeans, whatever. And then she had on this beautiful flowing, really oversized, really light flowing, like caftan, like a beach cover up type thing. Oh, and it was amazing, and it was just what I've been looking for. I know so many of you like me don't like walking around, like I've got a sleeveless top on today, and when I get to work I will take my cardigan off, but I feel so self-conscious out and about that I will always put on a cardigan or a cover up, and this cardie's great and it's really thingy, but it's heavy, it's quite heavy. Yeah, so this thing Holly had on was just fantastic. I was like, oh my gosh, where did you get that from? It's amazing. And she made it, and she just described it as the most, like, half an hour job, which is just incredible. She got a yardage of fabric. I don't even know, you can really, the yardage is irrelevant. You want a rectangle of fabric as long as you want your caftan. You sew it at the side, leave a massive gaping armhole, sew it at the top, shove in a neck, hem it. Literally as easy as that. Holly didn't fuss around with serging or overlocking the insides, nothing like that, just no fuss, just really simple, but it was stunning. So I immediately went hunting in my fabric stash, and I found this, which I just love. I don't think it is actually I do, I think it's a William Morris print. I might be wrong, it might be just a copycat. I can't remember where I got it from, but I love it. I love the fabric. It's really light, it's a cotton, but it's not a Tana lawn, but it's lighter than some cottons. It's really soft and drapey, and this is going to be my caftan. What do you think? As it stands, I'm not going to trim it at all I'm going to leave it as wide as it is, which is incredibly wide. I'm going to sew it like that. I'm going to give it quite a generous seam allowance, but I'm going to sew it like that, and then I can decide if I need to trim it. I figured leave it as is, and then I can trim it if it's too big, and I can just keep going in and in. And all right, I'm going to waste a bit of fabric doing that, but you know, this fabric's been just sat in my collection for 18 months, so why not? And actually it won't be wasted because it'll all go in my quilting scrap bins. It's going to be lovely, isn't it? And then I can wear a vest top. I want it for the retreats because I get really hot running around, you know, making cups of tea and that for everyone and tending to everyone's needs, so I get quite warm. So I'd like to wear a vest top underneath, throw this on top. I'll feel comfortable and confident, my armpits can breathe. So that's that. We will see. I'm hoping to do that tonight. If I don't do it tonight, it's unlikely to get done before the retreat. Well, it won't get done before the retreat, so I would like to do it today. I suppose I could do it in the morning instead of knitting. I could do it in the morning, yeah. So it will get done. Right, I'm going to go and get breakfast sorted. It's 9 o'clock, so we've got a little bit of time before we leave. So I'm going to go and get tidied up, get washed up, get some breakfast, and we'll see you at work, hey? Striping colours, which is not coming out the right colour at all. It's much lighter than showing on my screen. It's a real, these blues are turquoise, and yeah, it's not as dark a blue as that, as deep a blue as that. Anyway, this is St Ives Bay. It's one of our new ones, and St Ives Bay, or St Ives Town and St Ives Bay are one of our most favourite places in the world. We have spent many a beautiful happy holiday there, and Megan's visiting there this week, so, and these are all her favourite colours. So it all makes sense really. And we've just put with it an undyed mini. I think that's just the perfect complement. The colours in here, this isn't undyed, it's a real pale grey, so yeah, it just works. I think the white. Just halfway through winding it. We've got 19 of these will be done for the update. I haven't got a sample to show you yet. We'll crank that on the sock machine in a little while, but I'll show you that. Hello, and the award for Shropshire's worst vlogger goes to me. It's 8 o'clock now, and we're back at the caravan and I haven't really picked up my camera at all. Yeah, it's just been a day just to get stuff done, you know. Just busy, and that's what it is. I've taken a few snippets, but honestly, it's that boring. I'll probably spare you from having to watch it. I am just at the shower. We haven't long been back. We went to the allotment, watered the allotment. Mum and Dad were there, so, you know, we were chatting to them, which was lovely. But yeah, we're back. Anyhow, I'm determined to get this Caftan thing done for the weekend. So I thought I'd show you how rough and ready it's going to be. Right, let's flip you around. So this is my little sewing setup. It's obviously a dressing table, but it's got these great downlights, so it's perfect for sewing. There's me. I've got my little hobby craft table, trolley, a drawer full of fabric, a drawer full of supplies, and this is where I do all my quilting and now dressmaking stuff. Anyway, let's get this done. I've got no time to waffle, so let's crack on. Please, please, please don't come at me saying just wear the damn shorts, you know, roll your sleeves up, who cares, it's summer, blah blah blah. I know you're right, but you know, I've said it before and I'll say it again, I am my longest work in progress, and I'm not there. I'm not that person yet that can just say, this is me, I'm comfortable in my own skin, and I will go out in shorts and a vest top, because I won't. Doesn't matter how well intended and how well meaning people are when they say that. Don't get me wrong, I wish I could be, and I'm working on it, but like fine wine and a fair old jumper just takes a bit of time, doesn't it? Right, I am folding this thing in half lengthwise, then in half widthwise, to effectively get a centre. I'm going to give it a really good finger press, and then I'm going to open it up. Holly, lovely Holly, who inspired this whole make, she also, bless her heart, dropped around this for me, which is a neckline template. She's laminated it. This is hers, but she has printed me a copy as well. Now, I don't know where she got this from, other than to say it was on a garment she'd previously made. So I'll try and find information. If I won't have time to link that today or to give you more details, but I will find out, and then in tomorrow or a subsequent vlog over the weekend I will update you. Holly, if you watch this, drop some info in the thingy comments, let people know, say I'm lovely Holly and this is where you can find this. Right, I'm going to cut out that neckline first, I think, and then I'm going to sew it up. Right, you'll have to shift, you in my way. Here we go. So at the centre point, you place this, and then I'm going to draw around this, cut it out. Yes, I would use a friction pen, or I would, you know, tailor's chalk and all that, but this is just a pen I've just grabbed out of my diary, because this is where we're at today. I hope none of well, I was just about to say I hope none of my retreaters or seamstresses, but I know for a fact one is. But you know, generally crafters are so encouraging and supportive and just want people to have a go, don't they? Rarely do you come across the quilting police or the sewing police. I mean, I've come across my fair share. No, that's a lie. I've come across one once. I've told you that story before. It did put me off quilting for a long time, I've told you. But I know Ellie won't. Well, she probably won't watch this, but I know she won't criticise me anyway, because she's lovely. There. Fingers crossed. Let's see if it's worked. Here we go. Oh, cracking. Right, we can see where we're going with this now, can't we? Let's take my cardigan off. So this is going to be it, effectively. It's like a kimono come, caftan come, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. No, I think even for me that might be a touch oversized, mightn't it? What do you think? I mean, I'm not that bothered, honestly. I would wear it like this without sewing it up. I am going to sew it up. Step back, can you see me? So I want the arms holes to be quite big. Let's get some pins. Might need Nick's help with this, mightn't I? Right. So I reckon if I sew some there at the top, no, that won't work. So it literally just needs to be gaping hole and then seamed all the way down, doesn't it? Yeah, it's going to work though, isn't it? Now, do we think that needs to be a bit in? I'm just going to whiz it up and see. Then we'll have a fit check. Right, I've had a chat with lovely Holly and she's set me on the right path. So I've got to hem it all the way around first, all the raw edges, and then sew my armholes and all that fancy business. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do what Holly tells me because Holly knows best. And while I'm at it, I'm eating my dinner. I say dinner, we had something at work, but we're hungry, so we're just having some chicken goujon. Honestly, this is how I get stuff done. I mean, this isn't going to work, is it? Should I just leave it? No, come on. I'm sat here sewing this, wetting myself laughing. Just imagining how ludicrous this looks. I'm sat sewing a very rough on a very rough garment with a chicken nugget in one of the hands. Yeah, they don't do this on the sewing bee, do they? Finished. Well, I think we all knew this was not going to end well, didn't we? I think this is perhaps one of those things where I'm going to have to say that looks glorious on lovely Holly, but like a sack on me. No, I think in all honesty I'm not going to continue because I don't have the time, but clearly even for me, I think this is a bit oversized and it just looks like I've put on next door's tablecloth. You know, like when you do a dress up for the kids and they pretend to be a ghost. Ooh. And this is clearly what it looks like, right? Good night, darling. Let's move out of the way. Come on, Pedro. Come on. Good boy. Yeah, so I think it has potential. Well, I know it has potential because Holly looks wonderful. But yeah, I think even for me it's a bit oversized. Do you know, I don't know. I think if I had another day where I could faff around, maybe I just walk around with fistfuls of it in my hands like that, because that doesn't look too bad, does it? If I did that. Shall we go and show Nick, see what he thinks? Oh, I've given up. Nick didn't want to be on camera, he's not feeling too clever. Well, no, he's not feeling poorly. He's struggling with pain. He's having, I don't think I've said, but he's been recently diagnosed with arthritis. Anyway, he's struggling with pain, so he didn't want to be on the video, which is fine. Yes, the general consensus is it's just way too big. Way too big. Yeah, that's okay. I'm not going to get it done this weekend now. I don't think there's any point trying to rush it and get it done in half an hour, because I'm just going to ruin it, aren't I? And in all honesty, I still might ruin it, but the fabric won't be wasted. It'll go in my quilting supplies. Jeff and I have just come for his last stroll of the day before we go and settle down. Yes, I'm going to... Oh, come on, sweet cheeks. This way. There's a good boy. Yeah, I'm going to go and finish our walk. Oh, the sunset's over there. It's beautiful. I'll show you. Finish our walk. Go and clean up after dinner. Well, dinner, chicken nuggets. And then head to bed. I'll sit in bed and edit this. Well, one can barely call it a vlog, can I? Edit this shambles of a video and oh dear, Jeff. Hang on, buddy, hang on. He tied me in a knot. Right, I was trying to say is I'm going to edit this video, the shambles that it is. And no, that's not true. You got to see my knitting projects this morning. They were okay, weren't they? Look at the sunset, isn't it glorious? Our caravan faces that sunset, so we yeah, where our sofa is and we sit in the evening, we get to watch the sunset like that. And from my bedroom window I watch the sunrise, so it's just beautiful. Look, so pretty, so pretty. So yes, I hope to see you tomorrow. My intention when I started this was to do it every day through the weekend, but in all honesty, tomorrow our backs are against the wall a little bit, so I'm not entirely sure how much I'll get to film, but we'll see. I'll stick something out. I have no expectation of good quality programme, but I'll cobble together some old rubbish, and then if you've got 5 minutes and you're bored, you'll maybe watch it. But I wouldn't blame you if you didn't. As Paula would say, dreadful, I won't watch it. Alright my friends, I bid you a good night and I'll see you tomorrow.